Screen that says Rollsborne. Waiting for Rollsborne April 12th at 12 p.m.
It says live.
We're doing the thing.
We're doing the thing? Yeah, we're doing the thing.
No, it's live. Can confirm.
There it goes.
It just was exceedingly delayed for whatever reason. Maybe it had to do with the snafu earlier, the 1 second stream. That is, I'm gonna have
Maybe.
to
Because it started live for me when I said that it was waiting for it to start. So that's when it started for me.
So, should we go ahead and drop our? It's not even gonna be a secret. Should we start name dropping one of our upcoming campaigns outside of Rifts, which we still need to eventually finish, or should we start? Let's start dropping the hints for the next one, or should we just say it? Thoughts?
Either way, there's going to be some fallout.
Yeah. Either way,
I didn't think that was the next one.
He changed it.
It's gonna be the one, depending on how long this takes.
So there's like 3 possible campaigns you've been talking about. I don't know which one.
Wait. Are we talking about like the actual? Are we talking about an actual Fallout campaign? Because I thought we were going to do the one where it was like werewolf, but like Hatsune Miku style. It was going to be like the. We're not getting
Oh yes, I forgot. Gavin was supposed to play Hatsune Miku. Darn.
We're not getting our Japanese idol werewolf campaign.
You got a wig and everything.
Yeah. Furry the Rock. We're not.
Now I just have the mental image of Gavin in the Hatsune Miku skirt, and I hate my life.
I was going with the hair, dude. You gotta learn. You gotta learn to deflect those things, man. I need to teach you. I need to teach you how to prevent certain
You need to
thoughts
just
from
like
processing.
dissociate and just like not exist.
I need help, senpai. Help me, senpai.
Look, you have to understand. You have to understand. The mind is a dangerous thing. The brain is an eldritch horror in and of itself. It is capable of conjuring imagery that should not exist.
And does so
Like-
very regularly. Regularly.
Like Sonic Crocs or Furby boxers.
I kind of want the Furby boxers now that you've said it.
Wait, what was it that I said? Hold on. We were talking about horrific concepts. Yeah, horrifying concepts. Furby boxers with ethically sourced Furby fur lining and functional eyes and mouth at the front flap.
Why they gotta be functional? I think that's the problem with that one.
So if you gotta pee, the mouth opens?
Yeah. And then,
And then it closes before you finish. Helps you cut it midstream. Something that only us guys get.
No, I've seen the funnels. Women can get that too.
I just find it so funny that here we are cracking jokes, making light, and then Gavin's just sitting there picking his nose.
My nose itches. What do you want from me?
Did you go trolling for boogers midstream?
You're gonna have to. You didn't hire any professional. It's
This
not
is
in the
true.
contract. Sorry, I also had Star Sector booted up. I was messing with that. Waiting to start.
Yeah, no, we're close your Star Sector.
No.
How dare.
So, but yes, as Josh said, it will be Fallout, and expect big things. Where it's gonna be one of those we go big, we go home, so to speak, situations.
I am home.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Unless anybody has any questions. Oh, Jack is out this week. He decided that friendship and birthday parties were more important than us.
I mean, I'm gonna do the same thing next week. You know. Well, not birthday parties.
I was gonna say, wait, what is going on? What's going on next week?
Nuts.
Oh, I'm not going.
I was told you were going.
I have whiplash. I can't go.
Oh, well then, tell your wife that you're not going.
She knows that.
Well, tell her to tell everyone else that you're not going.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be going. I'll be here. Doing this.
But it's the great cure for whiplash because it does it in the opposite direction. So that, boom, fixed.
No, I don't.
Gavin knows he's a doctor. Tell him.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, just
Going on a roller
Absolute
coaster with
idiot.
whiplash.
Oh,
Probably not a good idea.
I don't like roller coasters anyways.
I'm thinking about getting an inversion table because, like, I know I'm 6'5", but I feel like there's an extra inch there I could get. You know, just kind of let the spine decompress a bit.
I don't think you need any more.
No, but my lower back does actually hurt. I went to one of those floating chambers and like it helped a lot. So,
Or you could do chiropractor.
yeah,
Stretch.
yeah.
Yeah, go to a chiropractor and get your spine broken by an unlicensed individual. Sounds like a good idea.
Technically, you can't say they're unlicensed because they are. They
I
mean, the
can
one
get a
here
piece of
is-
paper and say I have a license to kill, and it doesn't make me an assassin.
Go
You know-
on Google. Make me a license.
You know what's gonna be funny? I'm gonna let's trigger Gavin in a few words or less.
Actually, I have my license over here, the renewal. Yeah,
Uh,
I had to renew my license earlier.
oh, you know, you want to watch how we trigger Gavin? We tell him that technically speaking, they have more chiropractors have more credit hours than actual doctors.
I don't believe that for a single second because the credit hour.
Well, you know, the difference being that if a chiropractor doesn't get all the credit hours, they tend to get bent out of shape.
However, their credit hours aren't in a medical school either. But
Sorry, this is what you guys are paying for. I'm gonna be honest.
You know.
technically, they do have more credit hours, though.
Yeah, but they have no actual oversight or anything,
Yeah, fair.
or like
Yeah.
Let's
knowledge
see.
base.
Except for the fact that
Anyways,
a Civil War ghost doctor told them that cracking bones is good.
yeah. Go defend your chiropractors. I don't care.
I
Break your spine.
Why does that ring a
See if
bell?
I give
Civil
a
War
shit.
Ghost Doctor?
because that's the literal origin for chiropractors.
Oh, okay.
That is
No,
the
I-
legitimate origin.
Ghost Doctor.
I thought we had the most weirdest small world moment here because back when I played City of Heroes and was part of a group, there was someone who was playing a like Civil War era ghost doctor superhero that was working with a time traveler. That game was unhinged. And so I was just like, holy crap, there's no way. But no, carry on.
No. I'm under obligation of legal counsel to go to a chiropractor, so I don't get a choice.
Yeah.
I don't get a
You
choice.
might even call it a joint statement.
It's okay. We don't get the ortho patients, but we get the trauma overflow. So it'll keep me in business.
Except for I'm not going to you because you're across the country.
Well,
Otherwise,
yeah,
I
I
would
know.
torture you at your hospital.
People like
Guaranteed.
you. Yeah, and I would say don't assign me to
Gavin.
this guy. I'm not dealing with him.
Can't you claim an independence issue? Actually, do medical professionals get to claim independence? Like someone's buddy shows up and you don't like the guy. Can you just say, nope, I shouldn't be helping this person?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I didn't know.
I'll wear a
Yeah,
mask so you
can
have
go
to
up
treat
to the
me.
person and you know that's making the assignment and say, look, you know, I know that person, assign someone else, and unless you're horrifically understaffed and there's no other option,
Which you
just give it
told
to
us
them
you
alone.
are, so you would have
Well,
to
not
treat.
that horrifically understaffed. And
Yeah,
if we
like-
are that horrifically understaffed, I'm not clocking in until they give me us more staff. That's just how it's
Yeah,
gonna go.
like I understand emergency situations, obviously. I just didn't know if that was a thing or not. Because, like in my profession, if we get in a situation that we're familiar with, we have to immediately put an all stop on any work.
Yeah, like
until a
you're-
review board okays it.
You're basically not supposed to take care of like direct family.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not direct family, so
And then, well, yeah, and I know that.
I'm gonna go get injured in wherever Gavin lives, everybody, because I'm not gonna dox him like that. I'm not a jerk. But
No, we're
wherever
not.
he lives, I'm gonna go get injured and go to his hospital and
You only know the state. You don't know where I live.
don't
He's
make.
got what, 200 something bones? We can just spitball it until we find the right one.
Go to every single hospital in the state.
You're not gonna end up on our floor. Most likely.
I'll crash my car straight into your building.
Don't do that.
In
That's
Minecraft.
made of bricks.
It breaks. And you're like, that would put you definitely in the intensive care unit, which is where I am. Leave me alone.
Nah, you go ahead. You can go to the trauma ICU. I don't care. I don't work there. They're not gonna come back to us probably, unless that's when sometimes they do. But you know what? I don't care. Anyways, we're like very distracted. Shouldn't we like go kill something or something?
This is what people pay for.
Yeah, people pay
for?
I mean, okay, that might be a subjective word here, but
I mean, technically, YouTube's running ads during this, probably, so they're making money off of us, which is a real. You know what? You know, I'm not gonna criticize YouTube on YouTube. You know, maybe
Here,
that's.
I'm gonna go to the chat. I'm gonna post an ad blocker. It works great. You should you all use.
Oh yeah, I used uBlock Origin.
Yeah.
In Minecraft, everybody, you're using that in Minecraft, right?
Nope.
If the corporals want to come after me for blocking their stupid YouTube ads, so be it.
You know what? The 2.5 hour ads do have to stop.
Never gotten one of those
I have.
because I use that.
Yeah, I have an ad blocker. I haven't gotten one of those, man.
I watch YouTube on my TV, so yes, sometimes.
Why though?
Why not just like plug your computer into the TV?
Because my computer's in the garage. Have you not seen the garage door behind me?
Wi-Fi.
Cable? You run a cable there.
No, we
You
can't.
can
What do you know?
cast your screen to your TV.
It's like a big HDMI cable. Just plug it in.
No,
Yeah.
that would run through the garage, the bedroom, the hallway, the kitchen, and then into the living room. No, that cable's not gonna. That cable doesn't exist.
Go
And
hole
as
in the wall.
so run it through the ceiling. Run it through the upper
I can't. There's people above me. I'm in an
There's a
apartment.
space.
floorboard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
The joists are like
Oh.
at least 6 inches. So yeah, you got.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, no, you said apartment. That kind of
Yeah,
ended the conversation.
I'm in an apartment. I can't drill holes.
I mean, you can.
Just not a good idea.
You're not getting your deposit back either way. This is 2025.
Actually,
I found a 50-foot HDMI cable on Target.
Interesting tidbit. They increased our deposit.
Oof.
We don't have
Why
to.
did-
We don't have to.
Surprising.
We don't have to pay for it. But so, if we do get our deposit back, we get more back.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Excuse you.
I'd face it that way.
Well, anyways, I guess we could get started. You know, there is a game to play.
Suppose.
You're the one that has to go to like things after this, so this is
Yeah,
your interest to get started.
You also got to get to work.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't work today? I thought
No.
this was work week.
You worked yesterday.
Oh, my bad. I got them reversed. Next week you work then.
Yeah, I worked last week.
All right, anybody. So we're going to hit, well, we would hit that intro if I had an intro.
Make one.
You can make an intro too.
Just start an intro right now. Intro. Go.
Ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba. I don't even know what tune that was. Anyways. Where were we last time? Oh, yes, everybody was eating in the main hut. And I believe you were being assigned a task, were you not?
We were just told we got to start helping out.
Yes, you were being assigned a task.
Maybe indirectly.
As the village elder, I know somebody asked for his name, and I have been skillfully dodging the name question. And
Excuse
still,
me, sir. What's your name?
no, you're not interrupting him.
His name is Eldar.
Games Workshop, please do not bend us over for that one.
Oh, that's a joke. Sorry, Games Workshop. I don't actually know.
Games Workshop, no.
Okay, they don't like.
No. I mean like the letter
Alright.
L. He's just known as L, but his last name is Dar. You know, like
Vidar. He's Spanish.
Eldar.
What's the Spanish guy doing in Africa? In fantasy Africa?
You don't want to know, man.
you don't want to. What are you doing in Africa? Mind your own business.
Nobody expects the Inquisition.
It's the Inquisiting, yes.
Surprise! Spanish Inquisition and Monster Hunter. Everyone go.
The Spanish Inquisition show up to like arrest like Fatalis for like heresy.
Crimes against humanity. You're under arrest.
Mid conflict, it's this big epic battle build up. Police show up right in the middle, just start arresting everyone.
We're not recreating Monty Python and the Holy Grail ending.
Are we?
We should.
Maybe one day we'll do that. What were you gonna say about Games Workshop?
I don't know a lick about. Oh, you meant the race. Yeah, you meant the sci-fi elf nerd race. Yeah, okay, that just clicked in my head. My apologies.
Yeah, they don't like the Eldar. It's okay. They're
Yeah.
the punching bags of every story. So we're honestly, they probably don't even want the copyright.
It's you can't copyright Elder or Eldar or whatever. Like that's just a word.
Yeah, that's why they have like other names, fancier names.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But-
quite frankly, the only thing that the Eldar are doing are being pounded on, and one of them's being pounded on by Gilliman, but we don't talk about
Yeah,
that.
they had like a
Um,
decent little plot like advancement like with the Inari or whatever the fuck they were, but then like nobody liked the first book, so then they wrote the second book that was much better, but then nobody liked the first book, so they just cut the contract, so they didn't get the third book. So now they're just a complete dead end plot line. Very good.
Anyways, on that note, the Elder stands up. So, I had mentioned pulling your weight around here. Kind of.
Mhm.
One of you, I'm going to send out to scout. We have a problem that needs to be addressed. And then the rest of the three of you are going to go out for supplies. AKA, that's how I'm writing Tallow out of this.
I can go scout.
Absolutely not.
Who sends the greatsword users as a scout? Come on.
We are going to need herbs, mushrooms. If you are going to be spending any decent amount of time here, minerals and ores are also going to be needed, as we currently do not have the resources to fire up the forge.
Mhm.
Well, there are in our previous scouting when we first arrived here. Myself and Tim Flynn. Who are you?
Who are you today?
Who are you today? I can't
I think
remember.
it's Flynn today.
Flynn, myself and Flynn, we did find some easily accessible ore veins.
Good, you shall go harvest them.
Yeah, we can go back for him.
Gesture with the glaive. Well, I hope you have a pickaxe, because this is not exactly what I would call a useful mining tool.
Yes, we can at least provide you with the pickaxes.
Yes, we are going to need tools. We are a little shipwrecked. We can take that. Trying to think of any special things we might need. Honestly, just for a mining run, I don't think it'll be that big a deal. We should be good to go as is.
It's just iron and light crystals. There was a bit of Nova crystal there, but it shouldn't be too painful to carry back.
Well, and the lumber, leathers. We're going to need felt. You know, some twine. If we're going to put all this stuff together.
Upon your return, any materials that you have gathered from the monster that the bird wyvern that you cut down, as a token of appreciation, we can take any of those materials and improve your current set of gear.
Now we're talking.
Shall I just go drag the rest of it over here?
Scavengers have probably taken it by now. We'll have to make do with what we already carved off.
Okay.
I presume. I suppose I don't know the ecology.
Yeah. You have enough. You can eyeball it and know how much you took from it. You have enough for modifications, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
But first forge, and before that materials, yes?
Indubitably. I desperately wanted to use that word, sorry.
Yeah.
That was just the GM being like, I want to say the word indubitably.
Yeah. Well then, back to the jungle, folks.
You can, of course, rest for the night before you head out.
Do you have spare accommodations? Maybe, or some materials we can make some tents out of the way?
We have I don't wish to use the term barracks, but it is an apt term. We have a bunkhouse. There we go. That might be a better word.
All right.
This place to crash for a bit. Let's take it.
Johan, or are you going to be a stickler?
If everybody else is going to bed, I don't think I can carry all the ore back myself, so he will resign himself to sleep, I suppose.
If you had any fatigue, please completely remove it. I think we have
You're already done, yeah.
any wounds may be removed at this time.
Wounds
So
on
generous.
Val's like wounds are for the weak.
Yes. I don't
Think
get
I'm
wounds. I wound
gonna-
others. I am the one who wounds.
Target this guy next encounter.
Oh, that occurs to me. I have to spend the next forever adding the powers, doing the back end stuff. So I will do that while y'all keep talking.
I presume our PowerPoints recharge.
Yes,
Yes.
Are we still at 10, or did that change?
that
I
has
can't
not
remember.
changed.
Okay, just double checking. I thought there was a conversation about that, but I might be hallucinating.
Something about splitting them for
Yes.
different effects.
Yeah,
I
your
see.
weapon abilities are one set. There's another 10 for your quote-unquote items.
I see.
Right. I have to figure out how to give myself that. So we'll deal with that later, though.
So,
Yeah.
Here's the question. Do you all wish to split apart and do these gathering quests as they were by yourselves? Or do you wish to do them together and have a open roleplay session? With periodically me checking in with the survival rolls that you're going to need.
Don't
mean-
you know you never split the party? Clerics in the back, keep your fighters hale and hearty. Sorry.
As if the fighters are going to get to take damage, the wizard's just going to kill the enemy instantly. You don't need fighters.
The wizard.
I don't have a wizard.
In this scenario, the wizard is focusing on the light spell, so he can't cast another concentration spell.
Well, the wizard's being stupid then. The fighter can just carry a torch. It's better use of his time.
Okay, we are not playing D&D,
But
everybody.
the fighter has a two-handed weapon.
I presume we are all going to the jungle anyways. That's where the minerals are. That's probably where there's more herbs and
And shrooms.
flora to gather anyways.
Yeah.
Configure ownership. Hey, we got that. Good. Let's actually shuffle real quick. Shuffle.
Souffle?
I should open the book.
Do I need to click that?
Click what?
Action deck?
No, I just shuffled it.
Oh. Pick a card, any card. What do we got?
So, this is, of course, our interlude section. Who wishes to take the first card?
Hang on.
Because
I'll do it. Get it over with.
I was gonna say I did it first last time, so.
All right, Valerie, you're going to have to tell us a story.
A story.
A tale of the hero's greatest love, lost, found, present, or waiting on her back home.
Crap, I don't have one of those.
Good luck. The person that has never even had a relationship.
I know, right? I have literally no experience with this.
But to be fair, love is a subjective term here. You know, it could be your parents that are alive, which would be a deviation from the standard Savage Worlds process.
From the standard TTRPG process. Don't even pin this on Savage Worlds.
Just the standard protagonist, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could have a live parent. You have a chance in lore to have living parents in a TTRPG.
And don't worry, we have a peanut gallery that can chime in whenever they please. I just noticed that.
Yeah, they just shut up.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, you are on the air.
Hello, Air.
This is WSVG coming to you live here at our Savage Worlds Monster Hunter playthrough. We are welcome to have you. We now turn to Peter to tell us about his fictional story. You know what? Just rock with it.
Yeah. And I even told you last week that I'd be better prepared this week, but but this is so wicked.
You got whipped.
Yes, I've got whiplash.
Hey, I know how that feels.
Okay. Love story. Doesn't have to be romantic, because Valeria doesn't really have anyone at the moment. So, yeah, living parents back at home. She's got a family back on the main continent that I don't know the name of because it's never stated in universe.
Just so everybody knows, as you guys are walking, Val's just rambling. Just feel free to chime in whenever.
Just passing the time. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to, get off this place and, see them again. I don't know when that'll be. At least a year. Hopefully they don't think I'm dead. That'd be bad. That wouldn't make me feel good. I suppose it'd be a surprise if I showed up. Hey, I'm still alive.
I mean, if they knew you were heading to the New World, it's not like they would have expected an appearance anytime soon.
True, and they know this job is dangerous. I told them that. They knew I would be gone a long time for the New World, but if they hear the news that there was a shipwreck, then that's devastating for them, because how can they know?
At this point, go ahead and give me, all three of you give me a survival roll, just to see what you've come across at this time.
We found nothing. You are muted.
Our survival person is not here.
Oh, there's Al. Yes, you have found absolutely nothing at this time.
How much trees? I don't know what those trees are good for, but there they are. Trees. That shrub. I don't know about that shrub.
Also, everybody, I'm going to count this interlude choice for everybody. So all of you can start discussing the various people that you love that you're no longer with because of this mishap, as it were.
Yeah. Either of you two have people waiting?
It's complicated. I suppose not anymore. to be honest. I was pretty excited to come out on this adventure because I was kind of seeking a new life, to be honest, and had a bit of a falling out. And, well, this was, in a weird way, this was me trying to start over. But, yeah, it's kind of a complicated topic.
Yeah, it did. I suppose there are still people at home, but not many left. I signed up with the guild to try and avoid repeats of disasters. Wyvern tore through the village years and years ago. Lost a lot of good people, but suppose it's life, ain't it? We're just out here trying to prevent innocent people from getting hurt.
Survival rolls, please.
What roll?
Survival.
Survival.
Nothing again. Nothing again.
We got something. Oh, no.
Nope.
No, that's unskilled.
Yeah, oh!
Should I just, you know what? Have some faith in the dice. I rolled the exact same thing. You know what? I'm not rolling anymore.
You know what? It's okay. And you know why? Because we are together and we are working together towards a common goal. We can figure this out. Yes, we're not the most talented or most skillful individuals with survival. No, I don't know the difference between a bark and a bite, but I do know that together we can accomplish this challenge. And that's my speech. I'm rolling battle.
Why did we not drag Margaret out here? She probably can identify things a little
That
better.
is a 7. Everyone add +1 for our next attempt.
Go ahead and make that attempt because I need something.
You need something to work with. The +1.
It's technically smarts, I guess.
Hey.
There you go.
I got a success. Y'all got a success.
I hate this place.
Technically, I guess it's a +1. Because it is smarts. Crap. I have to change. Oh no, unskilled attempt is always agility, so I don't get my own bonus. Oh well.
That
That's
doesn't
fine.
matter.
And hey, look, there's a rock.
Ah.
What is this rock? Is that a moss on the rock? We could use that. A lichen? An herbal lichen?
You do come to a more vibrant section of the jungle. You actually start seeing herbs that you recognize and some blue mushrooms under some logs. There's some spider webs, maybe a few too many spider webs, but the vines hang very low. You see lots of ivy that can be picked. You found what you would classify the most basic tools of your trade in this area.
Sword.
I would think these are a little bit more basic than even sword.
All right.
I'll use a sword.
Small sword.
All right. So here's how we'll do this. Val, you handle you handle the minerals. I guess Johan, you can handle the shrooms. I'll get the herb stuff. I guess we'll split up, grab what we need. If you start running out of inventory space, just let us know.
Which info space do I got? How many slots?
What gen is this? Important question. Do our pickaxes break too? Is this like...
This is an important question.
Gen 5? Is this...
That's why I'm picking the herbs. So when Val's breaks, I can just give her a new one.
Who's got the bug net?
Well, presumably the minerals are in a different spot, so... Like, that was in a cave. We already know where that is, so we can loop around and get that on the way back or something like that. I don't know. Don't ask me.
You each pick 12 of the given resource that you are hunting for.
Pick up a. All right. All right. Just every single time.
Well, somebody play the Zelda open treasure chest theme for 12 times in a row, just rapid fire.
I mean, it's not on my
Yeah,
soundboard,
so
but it could
like
be.
interesting, wasn't it? It's just dig around for like 7 seconds, find one mushroom, stand all the way up, raise it in the air, slowly put it in your pouch,
Flex your
reset your
muscles real
animation.
quick.
That's if you're eating or drinking. Are you gonna eat that mushroom?
I don't know if I have mushroom answer.
No, you do not.
I've never done a mushroom answer, but I'm off topic. I'm gonna shut up.
I have.
Speaking of
good for
which-
sports.
Who wants to try to make potions? Because that's going to be fun.
Potion seller?
Does anybody...
What role is that? Survival again?
Honestly, I figured we'd just like take stuff back and maybe have someone who knows what they're doing talk us through that.
That would be a science skill.
Science. Who's got science? Nobody here has science, guaranteed.
I have academics.
I mean, we
Did I learn anything in Potions 101?
That would be science.
Would it be common
I'm
knowledge?
Sorry, I
No.
can't help you.
Why isn't it not common knowledge? We are hunters. That is common knowledge for us.
Fair enough. You make a good argument.
the basics. Like I could understand if we have to do some weird recipe thing, but if we find the two things that we're told put together and make a potion, I can see that.
So who wants to attempt to make some potions? Because that is something that he specifically stated as well, was potions for the injured.
I mean, so what are we looking at roll-wise?
It'd be a common knowledge,
right?
Yeah.
smarts.
Common knowledge, smarts. How do I only have a D4? You know what? Fine. I
Same.
still get the +1. So I'm gonna roll it.
You guys not very smart?
Wait a minute.
No,
wait a minute.
I'm not.
You don't have any
Wait.
common knowledge?
I
Yeah.
have the
You
bare
are going to
minimum.
school?
Game master.
Game
Got
master.
muscle?
Yes.
I'm going to roll this dice,
Okay.
and I need my strongest dice.
What am
I do have healing.
You
Hmm.
you wish to use your healing instead?
Yes.
You can.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
I needed it.
Not really. Would have succeeded without it.
Well,
what's his common knowledge?
D4 on common knowledge.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah,
what?
I'm a D4 common knowledge. Let's just for the heck of it, for the fun of it, let's see where this
It's
goes.
the same.
Same one. So
You are able.
I got an armful of ore, so I'm not mixing
You
anything.
don't, there's no ore here.
Yeah, the ores.
I
in
thought
the
I
cave,
was.
not-
I thought I was
we're
sent
not
to
there.
get ore.
There's
Oh.
ivy and spider webs. That's probably what you were actually collecting here.
Oh.
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
What is ivy but a herbal ore?
Herbal ore.
I want you
Herbal
to. I want you to explain that thought. Yeah.
All right, so let's think. What do we use ore for? Crafting, like tools and shit, right? What do you use ivy for? Crafting tools. It's like a bind. You're not making an ivy pickaxe, but you're using the ivy to like create to
strap
like
the
put
pickaxe
the thing
to the wood,
together.
yeah.
It is
Sure.
simply a type of ore.
I wish to add an addendum to this. Technically, if we were doing a Terraria Savage Worlds game, you would use ivy to make an ivy pickaxe.
I have not played Terraria, so
It's cursed. I mean, it's a great game, but it's cursed.
We're all cursed, anyways. So, as you guys move on from this area, what shall you talk about next? With spades. Means a great triumph or personal victory. Who wants? And let's start with Gavin on that one. Johan, tell us about a great triumph that you've had.
great triumph, huh? Well, I mean, I suppose it would probably be first time we actually set out and brought something larger than like a baggie down. Oh, I can't use that word.
Legally
No,
distinct.
no, don't kill me. Wait.
Come here, little boy. Show me them buttered rolls.
It was a mistake. You haven't even put them in any recent games. I'm getting distracted.
Those versions are practically public domain by now.
Oh no, shit! They were in Rise. No, I'm dead.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
he's gone.
Shoot, they did the Disney thing where they came out with a crappy remake so that they could keep
So they
the
can keep it.
Give me them butter rolls, boy.
All right, so we're gonna have to look for another player for the next game.
Who the hell's knocking? Who's pulling up? Oh, here's sirens. No. Yeah, great personal triumph was. I mean, it's not a very, impressive, hunting story, but it was the first one. Me and a couple of the other new recruits, earlier people in the guild, lower ranking folk, we set out and actually tracked down and brought down a fairly large, like raptor sorts of creature. I can't remember the name off the top of my head because we don't have names in this story. And I'm not coming up with a random name off the top of my head because I'm bad and stupid. But it was, I'll kind of, go through a hunting tale. The end of the hunt was kind of a prideful moment as you charged me, and I simply braced with the glaive, and it impaled itself and brought down with me. And I mean, I will not say my shoulders did not hurt afterwards, but the adrenaline you get facing down something charging directly at you, there's nothing like it, is there?
I would point to right now as a tale of fantastic triumph. Us not being particularly skilled in survival, just, we're all kind of bruisers, go out and hunt. That's our thing. But combined, we were able to put our heads together and actually do something functional from a survival standpoint. And that might sound small. I get it. But what's important is that we have triumphed in a place where fate itself would have us fail.
I don't know entirely what you're talking about, but
He's saying we're out doing things independently. A lot of hunts, you don't really need to be too self-sufficient because you have the guild's support networks.
Yeah.
I see.
But and I suppose that is one area where I'm lacking in my skill, self-sufficiency. One of the reasons I kind of wanted to head to the New World, honestly. Less there. Obviously, I suppose that didn't happen, did it?
I mean, I would presume that we're still on track for the New World. It's just
a different
part of the New World.
I mean, it is a new world, I guess. I mean, we had it on the maps for a while. It's just an uncharted known world. But that doesn't really roll off the tongue.
No.
We've upgraded from the New World to... And that's the point I get copyright strike, so I'm not going to say it. We're moving on.
A whole new world.
And no. You do not know the forces at which you play with.
I think that Capcom might be at the door. I don't know why the dogs are barking.
You're screwing with the mouse?
Yes. Don't mess with the Disney mouse.
You've screwed up. Screwed up you have.
Oh man, I still need to do my bit for y'all about, Yoda on a ketamine fueled rage. Or not, yeah. screaming about how certain overlord emasculated the emperor.
I forgot. I have to send something to Peter. I forgot about sending this to Peter. Anyway,
Send it later, or I'll look at it later.
yes. How about you, Val? Any great hunts?
I mean, yeah, I have a similar first kill story. My village was not quite as unlucky as Johann's. We did have a few hunters present when monsters came a knocking, so they handled all the big ones that were really threatening our homes. But some of the smaller ones did get through that wide net that they cast, and so a couple got into village. One blue raptor one jumped through the window in our little home, and I was I was a wee thing. Picked up my grandpa's sword. It was a normal sized sword, but it was two-hander for me, and I was hiding up in the rafters, and when it jumped in the window, I jumped down on top of it and took its head off. So that was exciting. I mean, since then there have been many other accomplishments, but that was the first, because my family were hiding there in the corner, and what else are you gonna do, right?
Wait, aren't those creatures blue? Is it the same creature that attacked Johann? Are you related?
They're probably fairly common.
I mean, I just use that one as an example. I don't know.
Give me a survival roll as you're making your way towards the cave. You are probably
Making my way downtown.
You're probably getting pretty close. The jungle is starting to become a bit more sparse as you get closer to the coastline.
Are we still buffed?
Does the +1 from the battle roll still apply from the leadership thing? Or do I need to reroll at this point?
It would be a reroll if you want to give them another plus, because this is a new scene.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I'm working on the side project established to me by the GM, so.
I mean, I can roll blank if you don't want to.
Nope. We're gonna roll this.
Ooh, it's a raid.
Come on, that's a +2. Survival +2.
Yeah. I almost got 2 raises. So close.
I just see dice and more dice.
Yes, I can roll.
We all
succeeded. Yeah.
Leadership perks, everyone. This game is sleeping on them, I swear.
This game or just these players?
I mean, I do wonder how popular those perks, those edges are. What do we call it? Anyway, what are they? Perks, edges, whatever.
Edges.
Edges. Oh, that's somehow even worse.
Stop edging yourself. Come on.
Yeah.
Just go for the joke there.
I just do wonder how common those are. Anyway, carry on.
Perks don't
Depends
happen.
on the type of game, I suppose.
Perks don't happen until we hit Fallout, everybody. Then there will be perks.
I thought those were cards.
They're perk
We don't
cards.
talk about that game.
We do talk about that game because I play that game.
We don't talk about that game.
Anyways, okay, so what all would you find in a beach area? Well,
Seashells.
No crab.
And she who sells seashells.
By the seashore.
one of the things you do find is as you kind of exit the tree line of the jungle, you come across it's a small patch of essentially a glen, as it were. A nice grassy patch, beautiful green grass. And what looks to be a herd of small deer-like creatures. Probably about 13 or 14 of them. They are small compared to a lot of your normal quarry, but certainly would produce enough meat for several steaks.
Yes. Maybe some of those horns might be good for something as well.
You also hear the buzzing sound just slightly above you, and as you look up, you see
Best boy!
you see a collection of beehives.
Oh, good. It's not the big buzzing bugs.
No, the smaller buzzing bugs. And you also find another patch of ivy, mushrooms, and herbs. Mostly herbs in this case, though. And I will go ahead and roll how many you found.
Woohoo!
You found 14 things of honey, ivy, herbs, and mushrooms. Now,
Nice.
outside of that, how would you like to approach... Would you even like to approach the deer situation?
I thought those were going to be included in that survival roll.
No,
Or in that roll you just did. Okay.
I'm leaving that on how you want to deal with it. Do you even want to bother with it? Because there will be... Because there's going to be an athletics roll here.
Athletics. I got a better idea.
Oh,
What's your idea?
I'm gonna huck my kinsect out one of them.
Send the
Facing them
bug.
down, that's for low-tech people, Rax
I'm gonna send the bug out. It's gonna like impact it in the head, and if it doesn't go down, it's gonna latch on, distract it for long enough that I can come in with the glaive and bonk it in the face.
Give me a shooting roll.
Honestly, that's much more intelligent than my idea was going to be.
Optimist.
What?
Why are you getting -3?
He doesn't have the strength.
Oh,
You're a-
fuck is my strength? Oh, I didn't even... Oh, no.
What?
Oh,
What is this?
I can't wear chainmail anymore.
Oh!
Ooh. Well, that's problematic.
Okay, alright, hear me out, boss. Presumably, I would have already known that I wasn't feeling too good.
No, I feel like this is the perfect time for you to realize how badly injured you were. As you attempt to instruct your little insect, its pain in your abdomen just rips through you. I'll let you roleplay how Johann deals with the excruciating pain boiling up from his middle section.
Yeah, I presume like we send the kinsect off, and I kind of move to sprint after it, and I take up into that sprint, and I just drop for a second and kind of brace myself on the glaive as I go down. Just oh god, that did not feel correct. What the?
Johan, you okay? What happened?
I would like... Well, I can't do anything long-term with you, can I?
think so, boss. I'm gonna need more than a potion. We got like life potion, ancient potions, whatever the hell they're called. Max potions? No,
Yes,
no.
does Max or Ancient?
Yeah, and presumably the kinsect realizes I'm not chasing after it and comes back. But
Yes.
Did you eat a bad mushroom? What's wrong?
I don't know. I feel like I pulled something. Stomach just sharp pains.
You did get the crap kicked out of you in that last battle.
That's not stopped me before. Why would it now?
You did take a good licking.
Poison, acidity, it's probably done a number on your core.
I kind of try and stand up again.
It's all right.
Unfortunately, we don't have.
Give me a strength roll.
I mean, my strength isn't terrible. It's not good anymore, but
I have a plan. I have a plan B to enact after this.
You're able to stand up.
Fortunately, being not in peak physical conditions, not gonna fix our current situation. So I suppose I'm just gonna have to deal with it, huh? I
So
suppose it wouldn't hurt to maybe a little more agility here.
As your insect comes flying back, the deer-like creatures look up, startled, and then begin to bound away.
Well,
Springy,
throw away
springy,
that
springy.
opportunity unless anyone feels like chasing. I don't know if
I was
I'm
gonna
not worried
say,
about you.
position to chase.
Val, can you get me in their general direction?
What, you want me to throw you? What?
No, like I'm gonna stand on the sword. You throw me. You like lever shot me, catapult me
I'll
over in that
flub them over.
direction.
Can I do this?
It will be a strength check at a -3.
I can try.
This is just because it's not can you do it, it's can you aim it. More so.
Okay, so it's strength -3. Yeah, yes, with a raise.
You're gonna. And as I come down over the herd, I'm going to use my hunting horn and blast.
Please roll. Yeah, this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure this roll out.
No, it's fighting for a blast. But then you'll have to roll the
Okay.
blast damage as the actual blast power.
That's doable.
Yeah.
All right, that's a 13.
That's
Two raises.
yeah, that's a raise.
Yep. So you said I'm gonna have to roll the blast damage. I'm so sorry, I don't have this on hand.
It's power. It's I can get it for you. Come on, bring up your. Where?
Oh, I don't have. There's not a blast here. I guess it would be bolt or.
No, it's there is a blast. It's just not
there it
underneath
is. Oh,
novice.
it's under seasoned. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
So burst then?
No, it's blast. If I say it's blast, it's blast.
Okay. Well, no, it was a matter of I don't even have this, but you know, I get where you're coming from. So I gave it to myself. Powers, blast. What skill?
It will still be under. Well, technically, you've already rolled it, so you're just rolling for damage with a raise.
Okay.
But it
so
will
I'll
be
consider
fighting
it
in the
for-
future.
All right. There. We'll just do that and then damage 3d6.
I believe that's what it is.
All right. And then I will click the raise button because I got a raise.
Yes, 3d6. What?
Why is it red?
Because I rolled a 1 on one
Oh,
of
there's
them.
one in there. Okay.
Yeah. So 19 total damage.
Yeah, that's over their toughness. All 13 die in one burst, in one blast of sound.
Good description. All 13 die.
I'll let him
Now-
describe how they die.
And they'd been pre-tenderized.
You see me just get catapulted up, and as I'm sailing, you do like the golf swing, and I'm like at the 200-yard mark or whatever. I've got hang time going. I've slendered my body to try and get that football spiral going. And then as I come over the herd, there's one deer who looks up and makes eye contact as I come over, and just majestically through the sunlight, my figure projects over the whole group. And like a god of destruction, I grab onto the mouthpiece, and it just rockets through. Some of them trip and fall and break their legs. The younger ones just immediately head explode. It's just it's a sonic explosion that trips them up. Some of them get caught up in the dirt and panic and freak out, but yeah, for the most part,
Roll
that's how many we
athletics.
get. Yes, I knew this was coming. You don't have to act smug. I knew this was coming.
He did. Val did her part. Can you stick the landing? You can.
Just.
Barely. Like one of them is clawing from the sand, like it managed to survive. Its ears are bleeding, and I just both feet landing on its skull like a skateboard. Get about 5 feet of slide in on the pack leader. Well, let's never commit that action again. That was that was horrifying.
I'm glad we were over here when you did that.
I'm very grateful there's not a morality system in this game. That was broken all the rules. That was the pinnacle dark side moment.
You said 14 deer?
13.
13 deer.
Every last one of them. And not just the bucks, but the does and the fawns.
Sustainable hunting practices.
Yes. I'll not be using that power again, but this
We
village
can't carry all 13. We're wasting like half of them.
we can drag it. We can say, you know what? Actually, you make a very valid point, Johan. Why don't we get everything together? And since you're not feeling great,
I'm fine.
But you could send for help and get others to come help us with the remaining. We can set watch over it, keep the scavengers from messing with it.
We can get a couple of the cats to come and help.
Yep. They can send their Cadillac service.
Are you guys carving them for the meat?
Yeah.
25 pieces of meat. Basically, you're getting 2 cuts of raw meat from each one of them, plus 1 bear.
Yeah.
Where did this extra one come from?
It's the flank.
That one was just fat.
Horns, are they good for anything?
Horns?
Yeah.
I know in game they are, but
I mean, sinew. I mean, realistically,
leaves nothing.
Yeah, realistically, we could just take them all and
5 horns.
with
Sweet.
The sound blast broke a few.
yeah, some of them didn't have horns. That's fair.
And you landed on that one.
Yeah. Let's not tell them about that. Let's just let's just look like great hunters.
We'll just cut off that boot print so that they don't see it.
So that one was just a rare headless deer. Bury it in the sand. I don't know what happened to it.
That one had chronic wasting sickness.
Val caught it on the upswing. It's okay.
So what, you want me to trudge back to that village?
We're going to have to trudge back to that village at some point anyway.
To be fair, I think short of the ore, we're pushing it on space, aren't we? I would think, especially with that.
So each one of the basic things that I've given you is 1. The raw meat's going to be 2. So if you want to tabulate encumbrance.
As in pounds?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't
Didn't we
even
craft a
see
whole
any
bunch of stuff
potions.
into potions already?
Potions take up space too.
Yes, that. Luckily, that they do combine into a 1 pound.
Oh no, I didn't even notice because my strength is dropped off. I've been encumbered the whole time. I can't carry shit, man.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I have we can still make this work. What are the penalties for encumbrance?
It's actually not terrible.
I know you move at half speed.
And you probably get
Okay.
fatigued faster.
I can carry the
Yeah.
meat then.
I mean,
You
I got
subtract
No,
2 from
no,
your
you said 2
pace,
each.
agility, and all linked skills, and vigor rolls to resist fatigue.
So what's the total weight of everything so far? Somebody math.
25 plus 13. So, well, no, that's 50 plus. We're at 63 weight that we have to factor.
I can carry most of it.
Yeah, he's got
I
like
can-
a strength of 12 or something like that, or 10.
Yeah. So I'm at
Yeah, he can
61 out
carry
of
80
120.
pounds of crap. Like,
Okay, so you can carry the meat and not be over encumbered, and I could carry the plant stuff. Well, actually, the potions that we made out of the plants and herbs, and I'll probably be a little. I will end up being encumbered, but I can carry all of it. I'm not going to be super over encumbered.
I will carry your leftovers.
Sound good?
Sounds perfect to me. Are
Yeah.
you guys still heading to the cave, or are you calling it there?
How long's
Might
it been? Can we do
You
another trip?
if we
another trip might be hard.
Okay.
I mean, we're over encumbered. We can't.
Yeah.
We are full. As much as I'd like to do the ore, that might have to be a tomorrow thing. We've brought a feast for them.
Yeah, unless you want to leave stuff in the field and come back for it.
Or
That's probably not a good idea.
is there a signal flare we can? No.
I mean, we
But
can
no,
leave.
We could make one yet.
Should we have random NPC come in?
I mean, it would be nice. We could have them. Why didn't we have those feline companions have a cart ready for us?
They were making it when we left.
As
Oh.
you mentioned that, you just hear a, I've been following you this entire time.
Yeah.
Why didn't we catapult the cat? Anyway,
It would have overshot by a lot.
it would have. Yeah.
You gotta golf club the cat into the ocean. They don't want to go back there.
Send him to the new world.
Golf club the cat takes off. You just hear nice. Come across.
Oh, that meme of you are all idiots, and I'm sincerely proud of you all. Howdy do.
Hey, so we're pretty stocked up here. How much do you think we could get? Request help.
I can
We
carry
got more than we
stuff.
planned. Okay. And I'll do whatever it takes for me to reduce weight, and maybe perhaps we can give him whatever we can and have him return. And
He can carry 25 pounds.
great. That's all of my stuff. So that would leave me back at 25 out of 40.
So that was 15. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
10 more pounds if you want to offload 10 pounds, Val.
Sure. Here's a few pieces of meat. 5 pieces is 10 pounds, right?
Yes.
I mean, but not to overimpose, but with Johan being over encumbered, maybe we should send his armor back.
He's gonna be naked in the field.
No, I'll have clothes.
It's fine.
Okay.
I've carried it all this way.
Please take a point of fatigue.
It was just this. Oh, fuck off.
No, I thought he got a vigor roll at least.
No.
He gets a -2 to vigor rolls. Yes.
-2 to vigor rolls to reduce fatigue. However, I might be able to counteract that.
I just love the immediate I hate you.
So
Nope, only if you're stunned. Never mind.
Right. So question about how the under minimum strength thing here works. Because I have because how it's set up, I have like 3 pieces of chainmail, even like you have like the hood and then shirt and leggings. Because it's 3 pieces of armor, it's giving me a -3. Are we doing it that way? Okay.
That's how it works. Yep.
Okay.
You're like, I hate it.
I'm just gonna take off most of it.
Yeah, so you're gonna be in your skivvies?
I mean, I can't take it off now, but I have to carry it anyways. What the hell's the point?
I'll see if I can help you when we get back to the village. I might be able to assist.
But you said there was a cave.
Yeah.
Onward!
Oh, yeah.
Onward, he says.
It was. Yeah,
Yeah,
that tree. Probably that away. We came through here.
No, it's east. It's east by some broccoli.
That broccoli
Bonus
tree?
points for that reference. Oh,
I don't know that reference.
that's okay. That's for the fans to remember. Someday, someone's going to comment on this video and be like, "Oh my god, I got that reference!" And
I know that reference.
Yeah.
It's a reference from the top rope.
Why have you done so many action decks?
Because I wanted to.
I mean, you could just say you drew the card you wanted. Yeah.
So, who wants to start with a tale of misfortune, perhaps revealing something of your hindrances or a dark secret? Let's talk about your guts, yo.
That was my first thought.
They're fine.
Your intestines have become. Your intestines
Hunters must hunt. I don't
intestines.
care how many penalties there are. I'm going forward.
Anyways,
Johan has done nothing yet. He is feeling very outclassed. He has failed at everything he has tried to do so far.
maybe
Look,
that's
I
a
know
player issue.
Look,
I don't know, man, but Johan,
Learn to play.
I
Casual.
don't. He doesn't care that he's hurt. He's gonna keep going.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
You just see Tim put a hand on Johan's shoulders while he says, "I understand you're struggling. I can see it. It's a difficult time to be, injured and wounded, especially in the situation we're in. But I want you to know that just because you're suffering now does not mean you won't succeed later. There are times for you to shine. This just
Well, if we
isn't
don't
one of them.
work now, then there will be no later to succeed at.
I was really hoping you were going to put your hand on his shoulder and say, I know you're going through a hard time, but I've got good news. I can save you $100 or more on your car insurance.
What? The news?
I thought
He thought you were going to sell him car insurance.
No.
I've got good news for you. I
I
can save you $100.
I know you're not in a great time, but I've started up this new startup company, and I was looking for people who might be interested in being their own boss.
See, if you get 4 other people to join, you'll start making money.
And if they get 4 other people each,
You see, it's shaped kind of like a pyramid. Sorry, I just had that insurance thing go through my head and I couldn't stop it. It was a train wreck.
That was bad, and I'd say you should feel bad, and yet I don't want to impose that on you.
So everybody, other than I shared my dark secret just now that I think about insurance during game. Any other dark secrets other people have? Or has everybody just run out of stories to tell?
I was typing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Johan's in much of a talking mood right now.
Why does my liver hurt?
I can feel my intestines.
Livers are supposed to grow back.
Do they always like?
Yeah, they technically kind of can.
Huh.
They have like limited regenerative ability.
Mm.
Obviously, if
Good
you
enough.
kill your liver by drinking like 4 quarts of whiskey a day for your whole life, it's not coming back. But
And there goes our Jameson sponsorship.
But then you just get someone else's liver; it'll grow back.
it's not really.
No?
Okay.
The pause of I guess.
No.
I hate this.
No.
It was very much, I hate this. So, nobody has any embarrassing stories to tell for their characters?
To be fair, I live a constant state of embarrassment. I mean, when you're not a particularly like super strong, cut everything in half type, like I don't know, Val, you tend to end up the butt of a lot of jokes, especially at the academy. But it comes with it. You learn to utilize your talents in other ways. Like the whole leadership pep talk thing. I get to some people it can be annoying, but I use my strengths.
I mean, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Being strong like me, there's a lot of jokes and comments that I miss out on because I don't understand what they're talking about. Sure, I can cut head off of a wyvern in one swing if I get a good swing, but having a deep conversation about this or that's what.
That's
I
okay.
get
You're
lost
always
easy.
you're always welcome to come talk to me about philosophy.
About
Or
what?
whatever the conversation is today, I guess.
And on that, can I get a survival roll? As you have arrived in the cave and you have begun mining, it has become too loud to talk. And also, if you get a critical failure, yes, your pickaxe will break.
Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Okay.
No critical, but I did not succeed.
You said survival. It's yet another unskilled attempt. So let's roll.
Oh, dang. I already rolled. I was going to argue athletics.
Yeah, nope.
I'll do the mining my damn self.
Johan, you may not be able to wear your armor or be a productive member of society, but you can certainly still work in the mines.
That sounds like the opposite of what should be correct.
The hunter yearns for the mines.
Technically, I don't have to take my armor off to mine. It's only affects my achievements.
Val is doing a great job of, mining, but she's only hitting rocks. She's not getting anything of value.
Yeah, pretty much all you are getting rocks. With the exception of Johan, who is going to get 6 iron ore.
That he cannot carry.
I can't carry.
Just chunking it out and rolling it into the middle of the cave. Just chunk. Anybody want... Okay, so anybody want to take a crack at... Oh, I need to do one more roll here. Because...
You ever get the feeling we're being watched?
Oh, okay, that did not roll the way...
Technically, like, you can actually, like, you're encumbered as long as you're, like, below 3 times your carry weight. So, like, I can still carry stuff.
10 earth crystals. Anybody want to take a -2 penalty and try the Nova crystal?
I will certainly try. What? That's still survival?
Yes.
The 10 doesn't give me the Nova Crystal too? What the hell?
It's
All right,
because
so
it's a different roll from the others.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I have a -4. I can't screw this
I don't
up
think
and-
you should be trying.
Could I argue athletics?
No.
Ah,
Yeah.
I got the rest of them.
Can I argue fighting?
Yeah, no,
You've dug up
that's a
nothing so far.
zero.
Put the pickaxe down, man.
Try persuading it.
I would like to persuade the crystal. I roll to seduce the Nova Crystal.
Oh
Well,
boy.
there goes the Nova Crystal.
It ran away.
Would you like to give an attempt, Johan?
Oh, it didn't immediately shatter from his attempt, and then yeah.
No, I just missed it completely. Like I just hit the dirt next to it.
You are the mining king.
You didn't do it at a -2, but you still succeeded, even with a -2 there.
Oopsies, but yeah.
You gain. Now this one is going to be a lot. This one is just. Doot. Of course you would get a 4.
Maximum.
I rolled a
the
D.
system has exploding dice, so let's keep going. No,
No, this one's not exploding. The
I
others
know.
were. All the others were. 4 Nova crystals coming right up, Johan.
You're rich.
It was.
We're rich.
So
We're
the
rich.
so the iron ore is 5 pounds each. The earth crystals are 4 pounds. The Nova crystal is 6 pounds.
Hold on, so you get Earth crystals is how many?
4.
So I would be
And the
encumbered,
Nova
but I
crystal
carry
is
it.
6 pounds.
Say what?
Nova is 6.
Yes.
6.
And then iron was 5.
Pull up the calculator here.
You're like, because that's a bit.
I don't think we can carry all of this.
I will carry all of it back. Because that's all I'm good for.
I mean, I can do the iron. Kind of. Like, basically, we are all pack muling this.
Yes,
So-
you are.
But I think it's,
So
Jen's-
it's only 94 pounds of stuff.
Gentlemen, I think we should cut our losses and head back.
Think it's time to head back?
Yes.
Even our feline companion is starting to feel a bit
Abused.
encumbered. Yeah.
Everybody, I need one last survival check.
Oh God, here it comes.
I'm going to get lost in the forest.
Come on, this is my day. It is not.
Oh no, I've gotten lost in the forest.
I will
We've gotten lost together.
I will attempt a reroll. Shoot, I forgot to add my bennies. My apologies. I forgot to add my 3 bennies. So I am going to attempt a reroll.
I'm opening Star Sector.
There we
It's a
go.
lost cause.
There we go. I got it. We're okay.
You're okay. We are not.
Come on, how do we all get lost?
No. It's not whether you got lost or not. I put this under survival for a specific reason. And since you got a raise, Lynn,
You survived.
I'm going to give you 2 bits of information. One, you hear in the distance. Yeah, I didn't make this a notice roll because I wanted it to be a little different. Hear a very, very familiar cry. A roar, as it were. A creature that you are intimately familiar with. I just want to make sure I get the.
Let's try to narrow down
How-
the scope of the word intimate.
How intimate?
here.
Intimate. I think there's
I'm
a
more of a
subreddit.
guild
for
farm.
this.
What are
You,
what are the laws?
you are aware that it is
Joker.
it is the roar of the King of Skies.
Oh, everyone get down.
Huh?
But the second thing you notice, everything around you has been green, essentially. You're in a jungle. As you step down and lift up your boot, you notice a blue flower petal, just a single flower petal. And as you kind of look in the area, you see no blue flowers at all.
Okay, nobody make any sudden moves.
I don't think we could with how much we're carrying.
At this point, everybody can hear the wing beats overhead.
Was that?
You can't really see through the canopy. You're in the...
Yeah,
And then
we're all gonna get real low.
But if we can't see it, it can't see us. So there's no problem.
And then you all hear something moving in the canopy. You hear the leaves rustling, etc., and you hear what sounds like tapping, as if something hard is making connection with wood. And it's very fast, and it doesn't sound like two legs. It definitely sounds like more than one. The click, 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 or thunk, 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 thunk. As something
Woodpecker.
hard. It might sound kind of like a woodpecker if it was more streamlined. You can tell this is definitely something moving in the canopy as well.
A lot of woodpeckers.
Might it be
And-
time to drop some of what we're carrying?
No.
We could just hold still and let it go past us. They seem preoccupied.
Eventually, the two sounds they circle around for a little bit, but then they do seem to go separate ways. And you are left in the dead quiet. There's nothing. You're used to ambient sounds in this jungle. Now it is dead silent.
So,
And then, after a few moments, the three of you notice blue petals slowly twirling down from the canopy.
well, that's pretty.
Time to keep walking. Weapons drawn.
Carefully, be ready to drop everything if something comes by. We'll pick it back up afterwards, but
Where are they going?
slowly back to base. I would like to I believe stealth is the optimal way forward here.
And the rest of your trip back to the village is uneventful. That is where we'll call this session here. Thank you all for watching. This is Rollsborn with our Legally Distinct Monster Hunter game. What were those two creatures? One of them I think is pretty famous. The other one, a bit newer. We'll see everybody next time, though. Peter will be out. Jack should be back. And we'll see everybody next time.